when it all gets a bit blurry, we just got to take a little look through the orange lens. Use the force, folks. Positive mental attitude, it's under there. But it's about balance, right? It's not fake it till you make it, it's flow until you grow. Now we do. So I wanted to mention Julian Assange today, and I wanted to get straight to it, so some of you just see this in the short post to get it. You need to look into the history of Julian Assange, how badly he's been treated over what he's said and why. The man's basically spread truth and been hounded, right? Imprisoned, isolated, all with no charges. YouTube, Julian Assange, check out his history, because I'm telling you, we need to realise, and when I say we, I mean anyone who doesn't know needs to get to know, right? So if you're watching my videos, don't just, let's get the right side, shall we? So we always do it opposite. If to me it's there, that's the wrong side to you. So the like button somewhere over there, you can tap to tap to tap, tap that, tap that, tap to tap to tap, 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 tap that like button while you're down there. And then just over, there's a share button. And I'd like you to share my video. I'd like you to at least inbox someone with it and go, this guy's talking about change. And there seems to be real cause for us to need to look at information to understand why we need change in society, in the institutional structure of society, right? So we can make many changes that don't massively affect our day-to-day lives. It hasn't got to be some, oh my God, it's fucking, oh, I've got to change everything I do. No. You need to invest in Bitcoin, right? Because that is supporting a new financial way, and it's fundamental we take control of our finances, of our money, of global money, which if we invest into Bitcoin, what we do is we actively invest in global connection, in free trade, in the word that I wanted to use, skip. Anyway, right, what we're investing in is a new money that can be used all over the globe, that can't be stolen. It's not like the criminals that have been hounding Julian Assange can take your Bitcoin. They can't do that. However, the banking sector, that is a massive part of the problem, can have and may well choose to after lockdown 25, and they'll take the rest of what you've got. Or all those people that were still managing to work from home, that are the frugal savers. You're going to get punished. Invest in Bitcoin. Don't be silly about it. It can sound crazy to someone who doesn't even know anything about Bitcoin, but I've been looking into it. That's something I wanted to say. I made a comment about the cypherpunks. I was, reading their manifesto, and I think I just got a bit emotional, right? Because I was this feeling of like giving up on the world around us, right? And just like, and that's not it. I spoke, I believe, out of turn. The cypherpunks have gone on to do so many things that directly impact our world. I'm an arse for saying it. Quite frankly, that's how I felt. Like, after it sat with me for a couple of few days after making that video, and I was doing more research and a little bit more reading, and I was just like, all right, I get very passionate, and I'm very passionate about the change, and I'm not interested in half-assed bullshit. Like, I instantly get put off by any type of like institution, right? I haven't read the full of it. It's just, I'm not interested in working with government. I'm not interested in joining anybody that is trying to work with the government. To me, all the powers that be have showed their hand, right? Like, I work like this in life, yeah? When I know you, when I meet you, my aim is to allow you to be yourself as much as possible. Even if that means biting my tongue a little bit more than I might ordinarily do. Because what I like to do is I like to give people the comfort to show me exactly who they are. And people can do that in many different situations. And if you're observant, you learn who people really are, not who they say they are. Right? Because actions speak louder than words. But some words require certain actions to actually get to sentence structures. Some people know a sentence structure and they're just regurgitating it because they learn it over here. And when you question them about the basics of that sentence structure, it just falls apart. So come and question me, please. Come and talk with me. I can be intense sometimes. I get that. You know, I want to delve into personality, right? Like how we can improve, but also what do we know about the world around us? It doesn't all need to be focused on. I'm interested in all the topics I talk about, right? So I'm just interested in talking to people, and as long as you're okay to talk about change, right? I don't care whether that's you've done no self-development, but you're interested in political change, right? Yes, my standpoint is all politics has got to go, right? All the structure, right? But we need to replace it with something else. And I'm keen to talk about that. You know, maybe you believe that the political structure we have should stay as it is. Let's talk about that, right? Let's talk, right? Because I think it's good to do that. So, I got a couple of notes. I'm starting to make notes because, quite frankly, my dear, I wanted some notes on the side. What happens is, right, I get into these thought trails that lead me to epic topics, right? But because I don't track the thought trail, I don't get the depth of the topic, and then to just freestyle it and bring it out in a video sometimes it just doesn't happen. I don't think about it in the video. Doesn't come out in the context of what I talk and where I go to. So I basically decided I was going to chuck down some notes, and they're like just headers, right? It's just like little headers. That one's a little bit longer. That's a rant about the government power that we'll have in a moment, but it's not a word for word rant. It's just, that's like key points. It triggers me. I look at that. It's like lyrics, right? When I used to learn to write lyrics, here you go. Anyone who wants to, you know, write and perform lyrics, what I used to do is once I got the lyric written down, and I'd like been running over it, and I could pretty much just do it, I'd add the first line of that lyric to a piece of paper I had that had the first line or two of like all my lyrics. And I used to have this bit of paper and I'd have it in my back pocket, because if like it suddenly came to like, you know, kicking off on a mic somewhere, I just wanted to have like backup in case I was like, if my mate Koss, right, if he had gone before me on the mic, I might have been feeling one or two things, excited or nervous, because he used to smash the shit out of it, right? And he was always a better MC than me, right? Probably still is. I don't even know what he's doing now, because unfortunately we haven't been able to talk. He literally, Kosovo, created Shedbread, right? If it wasn't for Koss, Shedbread would not be a thing, right? But he left us all. He disappeared, and he wouldn't talk to us. And I don't know what's going on with that. But from everything I heard through his family and connected people, he just put music to the side and shit. And we're all Shedbread. Like, I couldn't. Like, me and Dixie still do shit, right? It's like, so, but Shedbread's Koss's baby, man, and he should be here with us. And if he sees this, if you see this, Koss, if you manage to see this somehow, brother, just fucking reach out, mate. What? We fell out because of what now? Really? So, I think you should be on track with us, bruv. That's what I think. So, anyway, you know, if he happens to watch this, that's that. But I don't think he will. You know? But still, right? Oh man, I just got caught in the total Shedbread sidetrack there. Let's pull it back to the notes, shall we, folks? So yeah, I addressed the cypherpunks because I felt bad about that, man. I'm a very passionate person, and quite naturally, it seems, I'm very hot-headed. So it's something I've had to really work on, and it doesn't. I can't hold it in every moment. It's not possible. I've got like too much fucking fire and fury, and like when things get me fired and furied, I've trained myself to I want to react emotionally. I want to do that. I don't believe this spiritual teaching of act only. Like, you want to get into a place where you're like close to that, but I don't think you ever get that in its entirety. Life's got too many damn things going on out there. But you know, that just skipped out my head. Whatever. Keeps going like that. So hot-headed. That's what I was saying. So yeah, man. You know, I get hot-headed, and it takes quite a bit to control that passion and that fire, and I'm like fucking rah, and that's it, and letting stuff come out. And I think it's good too. You know, I strive for the balance, right, of like acting in the moment, of being in the moment. That's not pre-programmed, that's not pre-thought, you're just there. That is very reactionary, right? But it's to go into that moment with the training of the years and years and years before, of bringing myself into the aware moment, so that actually my natural being is how I want to be when I just let myself go. I haven't got all the pre-programming that fucking triggers me off in loads of unhealthy areas, and I get, you know, which I'm still undoing, right? I'm still working on myself, because I think I always will be. You know, maybe, you know, who knows? I was going to say something crazy then, but who fucking knows what may be, right? But what I do know is this. So I put this bit about the government, right, because I watched a YouTube live, and after the Bristol very small protest that really wasn't that bad, yes, some stuff got burnt, whether that was the people or whether that was the paid protesters, you never know. You know, these actors are real. These plots are real. Julian Assange, Edward Snowden. Take some time of your evenings, look into these people and what truth they've shown us. They've shown us the level of government corruption, dishonesty and brutality. And what, they're not going to ever turn that hand on us? They already are. Welcome to the anniversary of a year of lockdown, right, folks? No, this is 3 months. Us stayed in, right? Most people that didn't have to did. And where did it get us? They lied. They've been lying about this virus mutation. If you look into viruses and when and if they mutate, these particular viruses, right, within these types of families, similes, right, what you find is that the virologists, specialists say that when a virus is mutating like this, it's dying and getting weaker. Oh, lockdown 4, extend lockdown 25. Oh my God, we've got to protect the NHS. They've been attacking the NHS. What the fuck, man? So, we've been manipulated. And the quicker we just fucking face it, the quicker we get back to fucking smiles and fucking creating shit we want to do. Because none of this is going to change unless we make a bit of serious action. Life ain't all fucking fluffy bunnies and fucking rainbows and unicorns, right? Life's mud. Right? Life is sludge, right? And grime and grit. And meadows and seas and sunsets and shit. Right? So, my friends, we're pretty much up on that time. So I'm going to say to you, I fucking hope you have yourselves a good time, whatever you're doing. Don't fake it, you know. Let's just look at the change we need, right? And let's move towards it. Use force, positive mental attitude, be kind with your thoughts to yourselves like you would others. Keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you would for others. And let's get it. Get what, John? Awareness course. Peace in.